Hello, friends I haven't met yet. My name's Michelle, and I'm a beauty treasure hunter. And today I've got some real treasures for you. One side of my face is the new Makeup by Mario foundation, and the other side is the dupe. So, can you tell? I can't by looking or by how these wear, because I've done this before. If you want to see my dupe, then keep watching. Okay, let's get started. This week, I decided, since the lifter sticks were on sale at Walmart for $7.97, I already had three, but I really wanted to try one more shade. I wanted to try shade 25. So here's shade 5. This is 25. This is 30, and this is 70. So I was using this for a contour. And I had been using this as a base, and I thought this was a little too light, but could use it kind of as a highlight. So I ordered one of 25, and it came broken. And instead of sending it back, I decided to just cut it off and squish it into a couple of empty containers that I had. And so I got 2 containers out of that entire stick. The reason I decided to keep it and try that was because last week, accidentally, I used my Painterly paint pot to kind of cover some pores before I did my base, and it worked amazingly well. But this would be really expensive for me to use like that, so I thought I will just try this lifter stick. So I'm going to use it today in that way, and I'm going to start off just using it as an eye primer. They're nice and creamy and spread easily. When I do my lower lash line, I try not to get any on my under eye area. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put this anywhere I see pores. So I'm kind of using this almost as a primer. I'm spreading it very thinly, and the purpose is to just make the pores disappear. What I found was doing this and going over it with whatever foundation you're going to use that day helps that foundation to stay on better also. I also picked up at Marshall's this week by Cara Beauty this Perfect Blur powder. And I had gotten it in translucent, which is kind of white, but this has a little tint to it. It's called Tahini Tint, and it's waterproof. I'm just going to use this to set down the eyes before I start my eyeshadow. Okay, now I'm going to use this Revolution, the Celestial Icon palette. These are the ones that have the creams and the rest of the powder shadows. I could have used that white or that pink, but I didn't. I'm going to go in with this kind of mauve color right here. I like to do the crease and then a little bit in the outer corner. I'm going to go a little bit deeper. There's kind of a wine color on the corner. It's fun for me to add some color every now and then rather than just sticking with brown all the time. I'm going to go in with my pencil brush, and I'm going to do the darker, the plum. And I'll clean up that just a moment. And there are a bunch of pretty sparkles in here. but today just to show you something else. I have done this before. I got this at the Dollar Tree. It is the nail powder, and you can use this on your eyes. This shade is kind of a golden champagne color. I'm gonna go in right in the center and on into the inner corner, with most in the center there. I'll clean that. That's a little bit too much on the inner corner. Clean that up in a second. I like to leave the little plastic part and pull it back over to kind of keep that all contained in there. I'm going to go in with a wipe right on the fold. I still have a little bit of my bruise left, so I'm going to use my Pixie Peach corrector on that. Okay, now I'm going to do my concealer. I'm going to use this Revolution Pro concealer in shade C4. I love this shade. It's just a little bit pinky neutral. I'm gonna use this Tail Y'all 370S. Got this off Amazon. It's nice and dense. I can get right into the corner. This concealer is nice and thin, but it's moisturizing and it has medium coverage. I haven't been able to place an order directly from the Revolution website since the tariffs were enacted, so hope those go away soon. I'm gonna let that dry down before I go in and pat one more time and use some powder. I've been absolutely loving, and I hate that I love this because it's so expensive, the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize, and this is just the sample. So when I buy it, I'm gonna get the trial size or the mini. I think it's $15. But with like almost zero effort on my part, you can really see my lower lashes, and my lashes are all blonde. So anything that really makes them stand out like this, I just love. And I usually have to have a wand that is smaller at the tip end to get in really closely. All right, now today I'm going to show you a dupe for the new Makeup by Mario foundation. I got this foundation in shade 11N, and I'm gonna do that on one half of my face. And I'm just gonna use fingertips to begin with. And I did get the new formula that is supposedly a natural finish. All right, now here's what I think is a very close both color match and formula match. And it's the good old Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint in shade 220. I need to get a pump for this one. So here's what it looks like. And in comparison, okay, this is the Makeup by Mario, however he says that. And this is the Skin Tint. Very, very similar there. Okay, I'm going to use a fresh finger and go down, kind of melt it all together because I do have things to do today. All right, so this side is the Makeup by Mario. This is the Maybelline. I've done this before and I loved it because both sides wore the same. So if you like shade 220 in the Maybelline Skin Tint, you really don't need to buy the 11N from Makeup by Mario. I dyed my eyebrows this morning, so I think all I need is some gel to make them behave. This is the Brow Lift by Cara Beauty. I have been seeing lots of Cara Beauty at my Marshalls. It's a brand that I would not have tried. It's a K-beauty brand, I think. I wouldn't have tried it had it not been there. So, but now I know if I see it, I've not gotten anything from that brand that I didn't like. It's nice when you can find brands like that where you can be sure of a purchase, especially when you can't try something out first. So I'm going to use some Cara Beauty. This is Lip and Cheek in Peach Blossom. It's called the Flora Flush. And they're both creams, and I'm just going to kind of mix both of them. I think I like the darker side better. And I know Lottie London is not going to be a brand anymore, but if you can still find this or you see it somewhere, this is the Ombre Blush in Red Hot. I just kind of like to use the whole thing. Just dab, 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 tap, tap, tap. And set this down. I think it's a very good match for the Cara Beauty one I picked today. And now, a real treasure that I have found at Marshall's. I know it was at TJ Maxx. This is the Lawless Golden Hour Velvet Matte Bronzer. It was $7.99. And I'm just remembering that I forgot to do any contouring. So I'm gonna go out of order today because I have this to show you. It's from LA Colors, the contour stick. It's in the darkest shade. I think it's just called Dark. Yep. But I want to show you how well it blends out. And I know it's thinner, but you can go over things a couple times. It's also really good for contouring tiny places. And I have a new brush. It's also by Sassy Chic, like my pencil brush, except this one has an end like this and just a packing brush. So I'm going to use that on the nose. Almost forgot to use it. I go back in with it, just a flat brush. Okay, back in with a little bit more of the Lawless bronzer. I'm looking kind of shiny today. I did some intense skincare. Which I'll be making a video on soon also. Okay, now I'm going to use this Perfect Blur. The reason I bought it was because I have been really liking the Carsland waterproof powder. Got this off of Amazon. It is quite amazing at making the pores disappear. So when I saw that this was waterproof as well, I jumped all over it. I want to see if it's just as good. Because at Marshall's right now, I think it's only either $5.99 or $4.99. and the other, the Carslin, was $18. But it does make your pores just totally disappear. It's amazing. Okay, also by Lottie London if you can find it. And I ordered one more of a different shade. This is their Cheeky Glow. This is like the champagne one, but I ordered the rose gold one too because, watch this, it's just so subtle. And it does not seem to accentuate my pores. You're like, did she use highlighter or is her skin just extra juicy today? All right, now how about some lips? Ioni has a new color of their lip liner in True Brown, and it is dark, so I'm going to put it on and kind of blend it in. And I've got a new MAC lipstick at Marshall's. It was just $7.99, and this one's in Sitting Pretty. Look at that nice color. Because I know that lip liner is not going to move, I can go all the way to the edge with my lipstick. Now I'm going to show you a Revlon lipstick that I love the color of. It's called Champagne on Ice. So let me wipe off the tip. It's a nude, but it's got a shimmer to it. And I think when you put it in the center, it looks very nice. I like it. Okay, now I got some new setting spray. The reason I got it, even though I don't need it, is because of the smell. You know how I love good smells. It's Vital Beauty, and it is the mattifying one. This pump looks like this, and I usually know that these are pretty good, pretty fun. I've already primed the pump. Here we go. Smells so good. That's so pleasant. I knew when I smelled it, oh boy, I've got to get this. And it was just $4.99. So this is my final look for the day. And remember, this side is the Makeup by Mario side. And this side is the Super Stay. I guess I'd better screw on that top, huh? And I remembered that I forgot to set my under eyes. Still a big shout out for the LA Girl H2O powder. I really do think it's moisturizing. There. Now I feel complete. And today's thrifting day, so I'm excited. Now I'm finished. All right. Thank you for watching. If you found me, you're one of the very first ones, so please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Wherever you are, I hope you have either a wonderful day or evening or middle of the night, whatever. And I hope spending this time with me helped take your worries off, the cares of the world for just a little while. And I hope you see me next time.